Guys, you're gonna need to sip some water with me because it is so hot out here. I'm burning. It's Teè Leonie. Hello beautiful people and welcome to my YouTube channel. You're here today with your girl, it's Teè Leonie. And today you're here for TeèTalks. Now if you're new here, I want to say hello, I want to say welcome. But if you're already part of the T team, then I want to say welcome back T team. Now if you're not already part of T team, then you can become part of T team by liking, commenting, subscribing, and also turning on post notifications so you never miss an upload. Guys, please make sure you stay tuned until the end of the video, as I will have a few announcements to make and you do not want to miss those. So today, as it is TeèTalks, I thought that it would be important and very prominent of me to follow up. As I said before, I would talk in regards to reading through my series, and today I said I would talk about my dear friend Aaliyah's Anthology, of which is by the name of BitterSweet for you guys. Now with this anthology, it really accumulates her thoughts and feelings, the turmoil as well as highlights within her life that have really shaped her and helped her to grow. And the way in which she explores this and really expresses this is through 5 different sections, of which you will all see here now. So those different sections are motivational, world issues, love dimension, climate change, and self-love. And that's what they all surround. And these are the 5 themes of which she refers back to, and these are the most relevant to her. Now what I'm going to do is explore each of the 5 different sections and tell you my favourite pieces of poetry that have really resonated with myself and helped me seek certain things and really helped me to push myself and to learn from her and to see her perspective, as well as being able to relate with that, to actually empathise, because she's a woman like myself and she is of the same ethnic origin as myself as well. So we do have a lot in common, and I could really feel the emotions and her portrayal through her anthology. So the first section I'm going to look at, guys, is motivational. I'm going to do 3 quotes for you, of which I'm going to explore and analyse for you, and really tell you why I felt they resonated with myself and I felt they were very relevant. Although there are many other quotes of which are still very, very impactful, these are the ones that really teach you something, and it's something that you can think about for the rest of the day as well. So the first one is just here, and it says, "It's hard now, but nothing becomes anything by sitting down. Start now." Now I feel like this quote right here summarises the fact that everything starts with having the willpower and the motivation and the perseverance and the dedication to do something. It can be hard, but that's why I've said before as well, through doing things consciously, then you will act subconsciously, because that's engraved within your subconscious mind. The more you do things consciously and you're actively doing them, they are engraved then, they're instilled within you, and then you will be programmed, okay, you know what, I need to do this, I need to do that. Like this morning, for instance, I said to myself, I need to get up early, I need to write down my affirmations and listen to some meditative music, and as well as look at the charts and work out, etc, etc, and record a video, because that was really relevant to myself. So I ensured that I did that, and that starts with just you pushing yourself and telling yourself, I need to do this. There's nothing stopping you, only you, because it's you that makes the choice to do something or not to do something. That is what is important, and I think you do have to start now, because if you don't start now, then when will you start? You just prolong things and procrastinate, and that's not what you want to be doing. And I think that's something that she really highlights here, and like I said, it's beautifully summed up through that piece of poetry. So the second quote within the motivational theme that I think really highlights key parts of feeling empowered and having that dedication towards something is in regards to this here. And this is something that I feel is very relevant even to these times now of which we're going through. And I think this is something that you can really take and incorporate within your lives, guys. So this quote here, it says, sometimes it is meant to be, sometimes it is a lesson for thee. Keep learning continuously. You've got the reputation of the sometimes, and I feel as though how you've got those syllables right there, I feel as though it really impacts you. It's like sometimes you need to remember that sometimes things happen for a reason. The past is there in order for us to take note from the past, and in order for us to move forward in our future, for us to evolve as people, because at the end of the day, history should never have to repeat itself, but it should have a new way of moving forward, and that is through the future. And we are the ones that determine how our future goes. And right now, a lot of people are oblivious as to what did happen in the past, and that is why they don't know how to move forward, because you can't move forward until you learn from the past. So that is something that we really need to engrave within our lives, guys, and I think that is very, very, very important. The last quote from this theme is, a flower blooms and dies in the night. Born eyes open, they close when we die. We expire, but our legacy lives on. Now you can see here there's a lot of oxymorons here that she's utilised, and I think she's been very clever with the way she's utilised punctuation and grammar in order to captivate, you know, the reader, because it makes you think these are things that actually do happen. And the fact that you've got the light with the dark, but the light will always shine through, you know. The fact that yes, we're here now and yes, we do die, but we do leave something for the generations to come, and it's important that we leave something that they can learn from, and that they can think, you know, oh wow, this is what happened, this is the world I've been brought into, you know. For me now, personally, for my children, God, hope that things do progress with time, and we do actively make sure we are focusing upon making a change with ourselves, because it starts with us. We can't impact the world until we start with ourselves, and you know, the power is in the people. So we do all need to pull together and realise that the ignorance is no more. We really need to learn and utilise those lessons in order for us to leave that legacy. We learn from the mistakes and we write those mistakes within creating our own future and our own path, you know. We're all walking a path chosen, and that is something that I think is very important as well, you know. And she's really ideology with the fact that just because yes, you're here now and you do pass, there's a reason for why you are here. You're put on this earth to impact the earth. The same way a flower, you know, is put here, it's here for a reason. It blooms, it offers pollen, you know, the bees take the pollen, the nectar, etc., make honey. We utilise honey, you know, for sickness, for sweetness, stuff like that. Everything works together, and that's something that we need to learn to do, is work together as one, as a whole. That concludes the motivational theme. Now, I think she's summed that up absolutely beautifully. There is several more quotes within that sector there, but I'm going to move on because I don't want to spoil it too much for you. I'm going to follow on now to the world issues, of which is the next theme within her anthology. Now, with the world issues, this focuses upon mistreatment and inequality of genders, as well as race, and in regards to climate change, the pandemic of which is going on now, and it has caused catastrophic events to occur. And she's really expressed how she feels about this, and you know, there's themes of anger and pain, and as well as hope and light in a way, because she's seeing light at the end of that tunnel, because she's seeping through, and the way she's expressed herself, she's able to then pass it on to other people, and then they can feel some comfort in themselves to know, you know what, this is how I feel, I can actually express this with my words. So within this theme, she has poems, The Earth's Suicide / Soon. Now these two right here, I feel captures how we're killing ourselves off because we're not looking after the planet of which was made for us. We've been brought upon this earth and we've done nothing but mistreat the earth and each other, and that's something that, you know, should never have been within our human nature, but because it's been taught, it's an engraved, and it's something that we do have to unlearn, and we have to realise there's recycling bins because you're meant to put your rubbish in the recycling bin, not on the streets, and not litter, and not cause pollution, global warming. She even says Earth is failing, but it's us who failed you, and it is us as a collective. You know, it's all of us that have participated in this, whether it's physically or mentally. Whatever you think, that does reflect upon your actions and how you go about doing certain things. That is a reflection right there, and then you're impacting that upon other people, and then causes like a domino effect, and before you know it, we've all fell down. So it's like, we really need to realise it does have to stop, and it really does have to start with us working on ourselves, because we're constantly having to do this because we're so impressionable as human beings and as people. So we're instilled with this fear because we don't know what is going to happen. You know, it's always the fear of the unknown, something being anonymous. You know, we get frightened, and because of what we've been told, that's just instilled within us now, and we can't really replace it. But that is something we have to learn from and realise, you know, we can't just always listen to everything that we're being fed with, and that we need to, you know, find another answer through other sorts of sources, and by hearing things, seeing things, tasting things, feeling things. That is what we take in, so you do have to be very, very careful, and we need to start taking note of more positive things and energy, and manifesting what we need to see in the world, and manifesting that through ourselves first of all. Now we're isolated within our homes, and we're all sort of feeling feelings of depression, anxiety, and I feel like mental health is really affecting a lot of people because of the fact they're not really able to talk to people and socialise the way they normally would. And obviously introverts are even more introverted now, and they're probably going to find it hard to come back out and socialise with people when this lockdown does ease. And that's something that she expresses as well in regards to anxiety and feeling anxious all the time, and for certain things, and not just because of this, you know, just facing anxiety in everyday life, but then it is now heightened because of these things. Guys, if any of you do suffer from anxiety or depression or anything like that, I've left some helplines down below just in case you need to speak to anyone, or you're having any sort of trouble. Got help there. You've always got someone to speak to. You are never ever ever alone. You know, you may think no one's listening, but everyone is, but you just think they can't hear you, and we hear your calls, and honestly, we all do suffer at times, but it's important we do talk to each other, and we do let people know how we feel, because it's never a burden that you should never feel like. So the final poem within this sector here I wanted to reflect upon is in regards to, you know, gender and, you know, sexism, you know, and inequality between both. This quote here says, "We need each other, and we need to choose love over hate for society's sake." Now, that is something so plain and simple right there, black and white. You can read that and understand exactly what it means, but it's like, you understand what it means, but you don't really understand, because if we did, we would be taking it into account and realise like nobody is lesser or more than anyone else. You know, we're all different in many, many ways, and we all have different qualities. We all have assets, we all have liabilities, we all have different things that make us and that do add to us. But then us as a whole, being a man, being a woman, it doesn't define you as a person. You shouldn't feel like, okay, yeah, I'm a man, I'm a woman, and a woman's meant to do this and a man's meant to do that. I'm sorry, but I don't know who told you that. You're all capable of doing the same sorts of things, and that's something that we really need to realise, because a man couldn't come into this world without a woman, but then a woman also couldn't come into a world without a man, because at the same time it takes a man and a woman to conceive. So that is something we really need to remember, because how on earth did I come out? How on earth did we all end up here? I think that is something that we really need to take into account, and not just in terms of our gender, in regards to race and just everything. need to stop seeing, you know, hierarchy as such a thing, because that is the thing. We're in a world where everything's systematical and you know, hierarchy is the high point of everything. You know, someone's always lower than someone's higher, and it's, you know, everybody's always trying to reach the top. We're all at the top in different ways and for different things. You know, I'll be better at something than someone else, but they'll be better at something that I'm, you know, no good at, and that is just how it is. But it doesn't make me any less than they are, you know, but it doesn't make them any more than I am. So that is something that we really need to focus on. For the next few sections, I want to make sure that I keep them very vague and do a quick analysis for you, because of the fact that I have been delving into so much of her anthology, and I do not want to ruin it for you guys, because you need to go and purchase this yourselves and make sure you indulge in it. And as I say, it is something that you can relate to and see it from her perspective as well as your own, and, you know, see it from a point of view that you can, you know, conversate. It's like a conversation. And obviously she's really captivated that through the language that she utilises, through the medium of writing, you know what I mean? She's a profound writer, she's absolutely talented, and she embeds that through this. Love dimension. Now this is all relating to the naivety and the excitement, as well as inexperience, as well as the rough knowledge of being new to the dating world and finding out about love and exploring love and actually trying to understand what love is, you know, to an extent. And I feel like this really embodies kind of a young girl, you know, really trying to understand it, and it shows how, you know, we're very impressionable as young women and men because of the way we're brought up. And she said that, you know, within this chapter she was inspired by rom-coms and all of these sorts of like Gossip Girl, where it's kind of like you have that adrenaline and that kind of feeling, you know, the butterflies, of which you can then use as connotations for love and the excitement that you get from it. It also shadows onto the side whereby she's kind of suffering in a way that she doesn't understand love for herself, because all we're ever taught is loving one another, and we're not taught to love ourselves wholesomely, and that's something that we need to do. You can't offer any unconditional love upon someone else if you don't feel that way about yourself. You can't give to someone what you don't have, and that is something that is very important, guys. That's something as well, like, as I say, I'm trying to implement through my videos, through self-development, love and things like that, so that it kind of can help you guys and help push you and give you that direction. And that's a journey for myself, because we've never been taught that. You know, as I say, we've never been taught that, and it's something that should be taught. We should know how to do that wholesomely. And I think that's very vital, guys, and I think that would be the solver for the problems and the, you know, the prevalent issues that we have going on at the moment, you know, in regards to race, gender, you know, inequality, all of these different things that are pulling us apart. And it's all because of love and not loving ourselves wholesomely to then love everybody else, you understand? So that is what really resonates with me, and I love that she's captured that through the many different sorts of poems within this theme. Leading on from there, she then explores the theme of message to herself, and this is obviously not just to herself, because it's something that we can also resonate with. As I said, you know, it's like you're having a conversation with yourself, and you know, that's the narrative, and it's like, oh my gosh, this is literally my life. There's so many different things that you can pick from this, and it's kind of like the ideology of it all written down, and she's really expressed herself. So through this now, as you look through these poems here, you will see that she's reflecting upon many different issues, self-love, and delving into it more, because prior she didn't know what that was, but now she's able to accept flaws and understand that we all have imperfections and none of us are perfect. We're all just constantly evolving and growing as human beings, and what we need to do is accept the way we are, because until you can accept what is, then you can't accept what can be. You understand? So it's like you have to learn from that first in order to move forward, as I say with everything. And that is something that, you know, we really need to engrave into our minds. the same way. For example, now she's utilised a poem in regards to her being aggressively mean. Now with that, I see it as being, you know, it's kind of like an oxymoron, because you're saying aggressive, but then really, you know, it's like a stereotype that people utilise and paint, you know, people of colour, as they like to say, with that stereotype of being aggressive and boisterous and very, you know, confrontational. But that's not always the case. And it's the fact that now, of course, here you can see, you know, she's saying, you know, I'm just me, like I'm just me, just take it or leave it, you know, you love it or you hate it, and we love it, you know. She is completely offloading and confiding in us and sharing her secrets, her thoughts, everything. She's literally bearing it all, and that is the most beautiful thing. And that is when you know someone is comfortable within themselves and can say, it is me, flaws and all. And that is what we should be doing as human beings, being able to express ourselves. And it's beautiful that she can do this through her poetry, as I'm leading on from there. She's also wrote poems in regards to skin colour, and being black should not define you. Understand that even when you do wear this black skin, that it is beautiful, it is enriched, you know. Remember where you've come from and all the legends and the revolutionists behind it that have fought for our generation, that have pushed us. And we can push ourselves in the right way as long as we know what to do, and as long as we are comfortable with ourselves, in the sense that, you know, we know that we can do better. Now guys, I don't want to delve into the last bit of her anthology too much, because of the fact that, as I've said, you should be downloading this, guys. You can download it via Amazon, and I think it's about £8, but I'll leave a link in the description down below, and you can view it on your Kindle, of which I have it on my phone throughout the day. You know, just really uplifts me, some of the poems within her anthology, and I think it's something that you can always refer back to, which is amazing. You know, it's not like it's kind of like a story, but it's enticing. You know, it captures different parts of her life. Within this last theme here, you know, she's talking in regards to her personal life and, you know, things that she's been through. And I also want to say, guys, you know, in regards to, you know, having anxiety and depression and things like that, that's something that we're all prone to now. And the fact that she's gone through so many things, and she's been, you know, victimized, she's been oppressed, and she's faced all of these different battles, you know, from coming from Kingston, Jamaica, and then moving to London, then moving to Birmingham, and, you know, having to move around and get used to different groups. And, you know, sometimes being an introvert, it can be hard, and then to be extroverted, and it can play about with you, and, you know, struggling with anxiety and all of these different things. I think it's beautiful that she's wrote this down as journal, you know, to help her through it. And I think that's what's really important. That's something we should all take away, and we should focus on journaling our life, because we can look back and refer to it and know, you know, we have progressed, and, you know, the steps that we've taken next within our life. I think the most important thing as well is how she has said it. Of course, she's learnt to accept herself. You know, the fact that people would judge her based upon, you know, her curves, and will call her derogatory terms because of the fact that she's very curvaceous, and, you know, as well as, you know, being of a certain skin colour. And then also when your gender comes into it, you know, there's sexism that is a problem. And this is the thing, you know, it's all ignorance, that people are filled with. Ignorance is bliss, and we do need to erase that, guys. We need to wake up and realise, you know, this is the age of realisation and, you know, manifestation. We need to manifest good things, because you can also manifest bad. We want to manifest good and really push it and uplift each other. But yes, guys, that is my review concluded. Honestly, I am so proud of you, Aaliyah, because I know you'll be watching this video. Guys, please make sure you go and take a look, download it. Honestly, as I've said, she has such profound talent. The writing style, everything is just executed perfectly. This is just her raw feelings and emotion. This is how she feels. She's just wrote it down, and that's it. And I think that's what's the most beautiful, that it's raw and it's fresh from the heart, and it's just what's been on her mind, how she's been feeling. And as well as, you know, the illustrations within the anthology are all by herself as well. So, you know, she's very talented and artistic. So please make sure you check her out, and I am giving this 5 stars, because as I say, absolutely perfect. Guys, as I said previously, I would be doing announcements at the end of the video, so I'm glad that you stayed tuned till the end. And I just wanted to say, as you can see today, I am wearing my MJ top, and as you should already know, you know, he is a big inspiration for me and influence in regards to, you know, myself as a musician, you know, singer-songwriter, and also in regards to you know, advocating towards change and growth and, you know, prosperity. I think he was an amazing mentor, really, and he really activated that through his music as well. And it is also 11 years since the death of the King of Pop. Honestly, you go anywhere and you just see MJ in my household. He holds a special place in my heart. So I thought, you know what, I had to wear my MJ tag. I have also purchased a customized mask from at Nat Negas on Instagram, and he is one of the black-owned businesses. And it says your girl's logo, it's Teè Leonie. So if you guys want to purchase one of these, I can leave a link down below and you can go and purchase your own customized mask. Of course, you just say whatever sort of logo you want on it. You can forward it to him via email and you can get that sorted out for you. Or he does plain ones. I think plain ones are £2 and the customized ones are £5. So yes guys, make sure you go and check him out. As I said, I'll leave his link down below. But yes guys, that concludes all of the announcements. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and also do remember to go and check out all of the links of which I've put in the description box down below. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day, and please make sure you stay tuned for my next video, which is going to be TeèTuesday. And if you feel the vibe, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, see you later. Tea out.